Today, a Muslim caller asks a bold question. Can Allah do what Jesus did? Let's dive into this live debate and explore the truth about Jesus.
Hello?
Hey, CP,
Yes, Mr. Jihad, how are you?
are you still live?
Yeah, thank God we are. What do you want to say
You're
to us?
live right now?
Yes, we are.
Hey, CP, can I ask you something?
Sure, go ahead.
How can you prove to me that Christianity is true if your objective is to prove it?
First of all, I should not be worried about proving to you Christianity, because if God is true, he can prove himself to you. So the logic is that you are asking the weak man to prove the strong God to be strong. That's weird, isn't it? What do you think?
Well, look, you make some strong arguments. Okay, so I've watched you for, a few years now. I've been again. I mean, look. There's no denying the fact that you kind of have a vendetta against Islam and you kind of have a bias towards it. But at the same time, you make some strong arguments.
How I'm not fair, and I'm saying
I
I'm making
just said
strong
you
argument.
made some. I just said you make some strong arguments. That's why I'm asking you what bring your proof of Christianity. Let me see it.
Okay. First of all, let me ask you: do you believe that Christ he is an amazing person who did a lot of miracles? Do you believe in that or not?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So now that's good. So we aren't starting from zero. We are starting from the point where Jesus, he can do miracles, what nobody can do. Do you agree with that?
I agree with it.
Okay. So as long as Jesus, he can do what nobody can do, that's God, my friend. To make it simple, can Allah do what Jesus can do? If you say yes, you have to prove it.
Well, we believe. Well,
are you in the kitchen or you are in the bathroom? Where are you?
No, neither.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the day, what I'm saying is that, I watched Muhammad Hijab and Bart Ehrman. I watched the whole thing through and through. Okay. And I also watched him and Jordan Peterson through and through.
Okay.
And it just, if you listen to those academic historians, they're going to tell you that Jesus was crucified. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Based off of history. But at the same time, some of them say that, Jesus, was born naturally. And he was born with two parents and stuff like that.
Well, if this is true, then the Quran is lying anyway.
Right. I'm telling you, you have some good arguments, so we can put that to the side. I'm asking you,
my friend. When we say scholars who they are atheists, I mean they are atheists anyways. What do you expect them? They will believe in miraculous birth? No, they are atheists. They don't believe in anything of this, So an atheist is an atheist. So what do you expect an atheist to prove to you who's Jesus? But you, in the same time, you will notice. You can go right now and search. You will find that atheists now they come to a conclusion that Jesus was having, let us say, an ability to heal by like some kind of he hypnotized the people and he healed them, but it's not because of God, but he have something special about him. So they could not find something negative about him, and they could not let us say disapprove what he did, because history report all over by people who they aren't Christians.
I couldn't find anything bad about him.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying even the atheists, at the end they are coming to say, well, he did a lot of things they call it miracle. Yes, he did them, but because he have a special ability of healing, but it's not from God. But they can't explain to us how you can do that, you know? So atheists, they can say whatever they want. They are atheists anyway. They believe that they are monkeys. So why I want to be worried about somebody who believes is an ape?
Look, it seems like he was crucified, but at the end of the day, how can I be sure that he was resurrected? That's what I'm asking you. I mean, where is the proof of this? And I mean,
You know,
if
why?
I go by
Okay.
history of what I read and
No,
what I
you see,
I
for
could
us,
conclude he's crucified. But
okay,
how can I conclude he's resurrected?
because you know, those who witness him and he appeared to them, and they, even his disciple, he asked to see his hands. He could not believe it. You know, he said, oh, I will not believe that he is he's resurrected unless I see his hands and his wounds. So they his disciples themselves, they were like, how this happened, you know? And they question and they examine his hands. So it's not only him appearing to them, they want to see his wounds.
So did his hands have holes in them?
Yeah, that's why he put his hand on them. So they were asking, well, if he is the one who is resurrected, well, then he should have the wounds. He should have the spear in his chest. He should have the nails in his feet and his hands. So, and this is why Jesus, he said, God bless those who, you know, who believe but they do not see. They insist to see. So if you go to the first John, he says to you, we saw him, we touch him, we know him. Why? Because there is some agnostic. This is where Muhammad, he come with this idea.
Okay, so I'll read about what you're saying, but my other question is how come in Christianity we only have 3 years of his life and we don't have his early years about when Jesus was younger and what he did when he was a kid and if he got or anything like that? Or because I know some other stories, some from academic sources, some from Islamic sources, which some of the stories are consistent with history from Islam.
Like what?
But such as what Paul did. What Paul did.
What Paul did?
You know what Paul did.
What he did?
He was, so I mean, you know how Paul in the beginning he persecuted Isa.
Okay.
And you know he was against him.
Okay.
And then he basically, because Paul was a citizen of both Israel and Rome,
okay,
he went to Rome and he started telling them they don't have to follow the original laws of the Torah.
Okay.
So that's what I understand.
Okay, no problem. But you, my friend, you just mentioned to me that why we don't have about the childhood of Muhammad. And then I can ask you the same question of Jesus. I can ask you the same thing about where the childhood of Muhammad in the Quran. Where?
Yeah, but we have a lot of descriptions of his actions.
Description, like, you know, the hadith says when Muhammad's mother, she gave birth to him, a light came from her vagina. Who in the world want to believe such a garbage? Because how nobody saw it. The light went all the way. The light went all the way to Damascus, and then even his family, they did not see that. Where is this coming from? So the stories about Muhammad, written about Muhammad, they don't make sense, and even Muslims, most of them, they disagree with them. And then we find that the stories Muhammad he is copying about Jesus is from books which we Christian will reject. As an example, Jesus, when he was a child, he created from the mother bird. This is the Quran. But this is stolen from books which is we Christian we reject. But you need to ask yourself why we reject that. Why we reject it? Because there's no proof of those books. It's just a story. So how we can accept it?
But wouldn't they have gotten those sources from somewhere when they...
It doesn't matter.
Like,
you know, my friend, this is telling you that the Christians were very serious not to accept any story, even this story which about Jesus, he created from the mother bird, you know, and why we will deny that? I mean, that will make us give us more proof of Jesus being God to you, correct? What that
Well, he,
what that will do damage to me as a Christian? Nothing. That will make Jesus more powerful to prove to you that he is God, because he can create from the mother bird. So we as a Christian, we do not need such a story, which we believe is a fabrication, to make Jesus or to create the creator Jesus. Jesus already, he gave eyes to the
and
one who
what,
is blind.
and
So
then there's one
he
more story
created,
I heard.
listen,
I wanted
Jihad, he
to
created
your
already, he
attention.
created, he gave eyes to the one who cannot see. He created a new eyes for him. So Jesus already is the creator, and we do not need a story. There's no proof of it. Where Muhammad got this story from, he did not tell you. Who is the witness for it?
Okay, well,
He did not tell
what
you.
about the story
Who is the name?
where
Who is the name of the one who witnessed it? He did not tell you. Who is the names of the disciple of Jesus? He did not tell you. Okay, who is Jesus? He did not tell you. Even his name is Isa. You are an Arab. I am an Arab. You know that not a single Christian called him Isa. Correct?
they call him
Yeshua.
Yeshua?
Yeshua or Yeshua. Yeah. So where is Isa coming from? So everything he brought about this Isa, we don't know where it's coming from. But I know, based on my study, Muhammad, he thought that Maryam, the sister of Aaron, she is the same mother, Maryam, of the mother of Jesus. This is why he says, "Oh, sister of Aaron," and this is why he told the Muslims that
It's
Mary,
the same Aaron.
no, yeah, the same Aaron. No, there's one Aaron.
I'm
There's no
asking
two.
you.
There's no two Aaron. And then this is why Muhammad he claimed that Maryam, the sister of Aaron, she is the mother of Jesus, and she have a father. His name is Umran, but Umran is the father of Aaron. You
Yeah,
know?
that's okay. So I'm giving it to you on that, but at the end of the day, I'm giving it to you on. We'll put the Islamic sources to the side because you have some points, and I'll look at them. But at the end of the day, what I've really been investigating is I just wanted to know who Jesus is outside of the New Testament. That's
Yeah.
all.
Well,
That's all I've been looking.
you know, at the end of the day, Jihad, you see, I cannot create for you a new book just to convince you. For me, the New Testament is where I learned about Jesus. However, there is a lot of things which nobody can explain about things happening around us today. As an example, you know, Jesus is a person, let us say he's a figure, people believe in him, and then you will find that the person who believe in Jesus, he changed for good, not for wrong. You believe in Muhammad, you want to do suicide bombing. You believe in Jesus, you believe in Jesus, you love everybody, even if you were a criminal. So the miracle is, like when the Muslims they say, you will not convert to Islam, it changed my life. Okay, well, you became a terrorist. Now you hate everybody. Now you hate your friends. Now you hate even you. Even the Quran says you cannot be loving.
You cannot be what?
To your own parents, to your own families, if they oppose Allah.
Right. So I saw that verse, and then I asked some of my, fellow Muslims about it.
Yeah.
And they said that this is just in the wartime.
What war? Those are
They
family.
said that if they are not driving you from your home, they are not attacking you.
What does
You
have to
don't
do,
have to,
my friend? What attacking
but,
you? Okay, hold on.
Because Abu Bakr and his son were in opposing armies. And
okay, just hold on. Just to show you that this is absolutely a lie.
Go to history.
We Christian, we did not kick you out from your land, did we?
Well, no, not in the Arabian Peninsula, no.
So where Muhammad was in the Arabian Peninsula. So why he said go and kill the Christians and force them to pay the jizya? Here we go. I will never oppose you by
But
killing you.
those were not the Christians of the Arabian. Those were the ones in Syria when they went to Syria.
My friend, even Muhammad is the one who sent the letter to Syria, says convert or I will kill you. So it's not them who oppose you, and it's not them who send you a letter says convert or else, and it's not them who come to your land. It's you who came to their land. So look what you are doing, jihad. Your name is jihad. So I'm going to do jihad on the Christians if they don't believe in Allah. Chapter 9 verse 29 says, fight those who don't believe in Allah and the last days from the Christians. So not because they are fighting you, but because they don't believe in Allah. Correct? The verse explains.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Christian, they did not, the Muslim, they say the Jews, they oppose Muhammad, the Jews, they fought Muhammad. I will let it go. The Christians, they give shelter to Muhammad. The Ethiopian, they gave shelter to Muhammad, they protected him. So why you want to kill them? You will find the answer in the same chapter. When Muhammad, he killed all the one who opposed him, he forbid non-Muslims to enter the Kaaba and to enter Mecca. And now the Muslims, they start wondering, if we have nobody coming to the Kaaba except Muslims, or we are still few in number, how we will make money? Who's going to come and do Hajj, spend money in trade and business? So Muhammad, he said to them, well, you know what, if you are afraid to be poor, read it chapter 9 verse 28. If you are afraid of poverty, Allah will enrich you. Allah will enrich you. So what is it?
From his bounty.
Read the verse, yeah, read the verse again. It says fight those who don't believe in Allah. So go and take their money. So he fighting the Christians, killing the Christians, it's not because they are fighting Muhammad, because Muhammad is trying to solve a poverty problem. He killed all those who have business, all those who do business. And now what we will do? Go and kill the Christians and take their money. And this is why he's saying, let them pay. You see? Not convert until they pay.
I got you, CP. I got you. But at the end of the day, let me tell you something. When I look at this objectively, what I see is that, look, you can't sit there and say that the history of the Middle East was a fun one before Islam. You had the Assyrians, they killed the Chaldeans, they killed, there were so many wars before Islam. And what happens is, one tribe comes in, they kill another, they assimilate, and then, they become one. The only difference with Islam is these things came into the religion. So what people practiced in war, just because it's war, they did it. But Islam came and put all these war practices into the religion. That's the difference.
No, Jihad, you see, I will take advantage that you speak Arabic and you are an Arab. If I say to you, no, attack the Romans so we can get their blonde girls, is that a teaching of religion?
To get blonde girls?
Yeah.
I mean, if I have a brain, it just sounds like, it just sounds like people are chasing dunya or chasing,
Yes.
women. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is what your prophet did. And here we can see the difference between your prophet and Christianity. Jesus, he did not say to us, attack the Roman, they are occupying the land, actually. He did not say, go attack the Romans so we can get a bunch of women. What Muhammad, he did, he said to his companion, اغزوا الروم تغنموا بنات الأصفر. Attack the Roman.
البنو الأصفر يعني هذول
attack the Roman. يعني. Exactly. Attack the Romans so we can get the blonde girls. And then a guy, he said to him, oh, don't, Muhammad, don't, tempt us by attacking the woman just to get the blonde girls. Muhammad, he called him hypocrite. He is the hypocrite. So when you say to me, well, at that time, the people, they kill each other. Okay, there are people, they are, greedy. They are, this is God now. Okay. Supposed religion is coming to fix the earth, not to make it worse.
Right. So what I'm saying to you is, yeah, people killed each other. There was warfare. All the things that Muslims did, other people did. But the only difference is that all these things are in Islam, whereas,
Is it godly, jihad? Is it
it doesn't.
godly? Is it godly to say? Is it godly to say attack the Roman, not because they don't believe, not because they are fighting us? Attack them
Yeah,
so we
this
can
is the
get the blonde
political and
girls.
the military component of Islam that doesn't really have anything to do with religion. It's more of the
Exactly.
military
So Muhammad,
politics.
obviously, he is trying to tempt his men just to go and fight for him. As simple as that. He's satanic. Now, you ask me about Jesus. What is the proof? Well, Jesus
Yeah, I just want to
opposed.
know about Jesus.
Jesus, he opposed everything Muhammad he do. Jesus, he asked us for forgiveness. If
But
somebody,
I was taught that Jesus and Muhammad were brothers in faith, and they came with the same
no,
message.
absolutely, this is absolutely false. There's no way. When Muhammad he make a verse in the Quran saying,
Tawheed, يعني.
what
Go ahead.
Tawheed? Muslim, you don't believe in Tawheed. You know what Tawheed mean? You speak Arabic.
Yeah, that means the oneness of Allah,
No,
or
no, no. Okay, I will give you a sentence and then you will see how wrong you are.
Tawheed is
Tawheed,
bringing things
no,
together.
hold on. No,
Bringing things together.
bring things together. So it's not one, uniting
Making it
things.
one, بس توحيد
Make it
واحد
united.
يعني واحد.
No, Tawheed, if it's one, you cannot make Tawheed. If it's one already, it is Wahid. Tawheed is unifying things. You just said, making it
Yeah, but
one.
Arabic has different يعني على طول. It
No,
means
no, no,
it
no.
could be all
Arabic
the
is
time, or
no, no,
something is
no,
very
no,
long, or
no, Jihad.
whatever it is.
No, no. Tawheed mean unifying things together, and you are the one who gave me definition. You said making things one, making things. So if you Muslim believe in Tawheed, that means you don't believe in the oneness of God. You believe in unification of God, and this is what Muhammad was teaching you. Actually, you wanna merge gods together. Rabbu Shara, Al Akbar, which is the sun god, and Allah, which is the moon god. So this is why when Muhammad he says Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, the Arab they said to him, well, Muhammad he have one God, supposedly now he have two, Allah and the Rahman. So what Muhammad he said, well, I call him Ar Rahman, or I call him other name. All beautiful names belong to Allah.
Right. So that was like Allah's attributes: Ar-Rahman,
No, you see,
Al-Hakim, Ar-Razzaq.
okay, just wait. Originally you are from Iraq, right?
No, I'm Palestinian.
Okay, so the Aramaic people, one of the names they use for God is Rahman or Rahimu,
Yeah.
Rahimu. So Muhammad suddenly he liked this name. Suddenly this name appeared in the Quran. Muhammad he was a messenger for many years. And then suddenly, the name of Ar-Rahman appeared. Where was Ar-Rahman in the beginning of Islam? Why Muhammad did not mention it? If now we see in the Quran, in almost every chapter start with Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahman. But then, you need to ask yourself, first time Muhammad he mentioned the word Ar-Rahman, it was in chapter 17, verse 110. That's mean Muhammad he did not mention Ar-Rahman for most of his life. Why this name disappeared? Muhammad, he copied, he heard, he received a letter. Go and read the interpretation. He received a letter from Rahman al-Yamama. His name is Rahman. So then he wrote back to Rahman al-Yamama. He says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. They said to him,
Okay, I'm just letting you know, I'm not arguing with you, okay? I know that you studied.
Even the names of your God is a theft. Because if this is the name of your God from the beginning, he should say it from the beginning, from the first day he met him. Or he sent his messenger to him, like Jibreel. Why this name comes so late? But listen, Jihad. If I say to you that there's an angel come to me and told me read, and I told him I can't read. And then he said to me read again, and I told him I can't read. And each time I say to him that, he squeezed me.
I mean, I have questions in my mind about this kind. Some of this stuff, it seems, I don't know. I get what you're saying. I don't want to fully say stuff, but I understand what you're saying.
Okay, but
I don't want to, my friend. I don't want to, but I understand you. Okay.
If an angel
as I said, I don't want to say
if
stuff.
If an angel sent by God, he knew that Muhammad, he knew how to read or not, correct?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, so why Allah say to him? Why Allah say to him, read? Iqra is not recite. You remember, this is the first word. Recite is something from your memory. If I say to you recite, it means I'm saying to you, say something from your memory. So if the word Iqra, some Muslims, they try to be smart. They say, oh, he's saying to him recite. Well, why Muhammad would say I can't recite? He can't.
I mean, honestly, I always understood Iqra as read myself.
It is read. It is read. It's not recite. But the Muslims, they try to fix it. They say, oh, he's saying to him recite. So why Muhammad saying I can't recite?
But as I said, Arabic words can have different meanings.
No. Actually, first of all, this is not an Arabic word. This is an Aramaic word. Coming from qro. Arra wa ra'a. Arra means he spoke. Ra'a means he saw. Qro. So qira'a is not, the Quran is not even Arabic. There's no Arabic. Arabic is a mix of languages. But anyway, are you convinced with me, Jihad, or not yet?
You know, this is a public platform, so I'm telling you, you have some good points, and
so you are, you are not going to say because it's a public platform, but in your heart you agree. Muhammad, he took it, he put it in his book, claimed that Allah is the one who's telling him the story. And then this Suleiman, he have a flying carpet.
Is that true?
All these stories are kids. Can't you tell
like
this is a cartoon?
Like those like what you find in are you telling me the truth that what's in the Quran is also in that book that you mentioned, Legions of the Jews?
You can search it yourself and you can read it, my friend. You can download it. It's called Legion of the Jews.
Okay, so I mean, this is
and you can download it for free. You know.
I got you.
And the Jews have many. The Jews have many legions, and Muhammad, he copied from them everything they say. Muhammad, whatever the Jews they say, he think that they are telling him the truth, and he fell into their trap. As an example,
were they lying to him?
Obviously, they were making fun of him. As an example, they asked Muhammad about Alexander the Great, Zulqarnain. Muhammad, he added to the Quran. He claimed Allah told me. When they came to him, he did not give him an answer. He told them, oh, give me some time to, like Allah will tell me. And then Jibreel came to him and he told him, who is Zulqarnain? And then he found that the sun set in murky water. And he found the sun rise in place. And then he found the people of Gog and Magog. But the Jews are just making fun of him. They don't believe that Alexander the Great is a prophet. So they came to him, they said, this is why the Quran says they are asking you about Zulqarnain. It was not voluntarily. It's not it wasn't Muhammad volunteering to explain. It was a question. So they are asking you about Zulqarnain, Tell them I will tell you something
they
about him.
ask you concerning
Yes,
ذو القرنين.
exactly.
يسألونك عن ذو القرنين.
Exactly. So they are asking you, now we will give you the answer. So this is the question of who? Of the Jews. Making fun of him. They came to him. It's like, you know, now you don't know anything about Christianity. Like once, I have a person who called me. He says, I am an ex-Christian. I said, okay. And I became a Muslim. I said, okay. And he said, I know, you know, the Bible very well. I said, okay, as long as you know the Bible very well, can you tell me about anything from the book of Jophantos? From the book of Jophantos, the Bible of Jophantos?
What is that?
I don't know. I just made up the name. He agreed that there's a book, it's called the Book of Jophantos, and he knew it. He said, okay, tell me a verse.
I never heard of that.
I never heard of it too. You know, I just, you know. But anyway, I just made a name to show everybody that he's lying. He's not an ex-Christian. Ex-Christian who said to me, there's no such a book. What this book is about, you know? And here we go, Muhammad. They come to him. He claimed to be a prophet. They said to him, tell us about Zulqarnain, the prophet of Allah. Muhammad, prophet of Allah, Zulqarnain. Okay, well, okay, Allah will tell me. And later, you know, okay, Muhammad, he got the answer from Allah. And now we get the story that this guy, this is a story written by a person from Syria. His name is Yaqub. It's a fiction story about Zulqarnain. Actually, he called him Zulqarnain. The man with the two horns, because the Roman they wear the hat, you know. So the man with the two horns who established for him in the earth, and then he keep going until he found where the sun set. This is in the story, you know. He found the sun set in a spring of more murky boiling water, and then the Muslims, they try to fix it. They say, oh, it appeared to Zulqarnain like when the sun set in the ocean. My friend, there's no ocean. It says a spring. The ocean is not a spring. So they try to fix it. They make it more blind. And it appeared to him, CP, that the sun, it's not Allah saying that, CP. The sun appeared in the perspective of Zulqarnain, CP. But the verse is so clear. It says, until he reached the sitting place of the sun. He found it sitting. He found it. No. Found it mean he have his perspective. It says found it. Allah tells us what he found. Allah is lying too. If the find is lie or fake, why Allah saying to us the fake, and why he did not say this is wrong? He's telling us, he's not making a comment saying that this is false. So he found it sitting in a spring of murky water. Allah confirming the find. He is not saying this is wrong. He is not saying this is not true. He is not saying this is an appearance. He is saying nothing about it except he found it. And the Muslim tried to fix it. So all those stories, he copies stories and he put them in the book, claiming those are coming from God.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. I mean, I know you have some good points. It's just I just wanted to understand like who Jesus is really about, you know, everything about him outside of what the Bible says. I wanted to get an understanding of that, so I'll keep looking into it.
Yeah, but my friend, the important is, you see, when you talk to Christians, we argue about if Jesus is God, right?
Yeah, they disagree between each other.
No. We Christian, we believe that Jesus. All of us, we believe Jesus is God. There is no Christian ever exists. They don't believe in Jesus God. Never. Never
So
exists.
there was never a time where they just followed him like a prophet.
My friend, God is the first prophet, because all prophecies coming from God. God is the first teacher, because the first teacher is God. God is the first person to do miracle, because all miracles come from God. God is the first master for all. He is the master of the world. So all those, they belong to God. A prophet, he don't prophesy. Prophet, he don't prophesy. Prophet, he tell you prophecy of God. God tell the prophecy to the prophet. So the prophet is just a delivery person. So people, they have wrong understanding even of what a prophet is. A prophet is not, he is not the one is even talking. He is just delivering word of God. For I do not know the future, neither you know the future, neither the prophet knew the future. It is God who tell the prophet to tell us about something is going to happen, or a warning, or etc. So God is a prophet, because he's the only one who can prophesy. God is a master, for he's the master of the world. God is the teacher, for he's the one who teaches the whole world. God is everything we have. This is why we call him Almighty. So Jesus is a prophet, he's a master, he's a teacher, he's God. Because all those belong to God. This is why you see in your Quran.
So then I can't understand when. So if you want to say that, okay. So here's what I got under. So Jesus went back to heaven, and he's with God, or he is like. So it's just God sending his self down as a man, but then the body is gone, but it's just God, right?
Okay.
Is what you believe.
I will explain to you.
Or it's Jesus and God as two things together. That's what I can't understand.
We don't believe in 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, 5 things. God is not things, you know. God is God.
Whatever.
No, it's not
2
whatever.
entities, whatever it is.
Okay, so let's make it simple. I will give you an example, but it's not really about God. It's about a physical thing. Because some people, they are like Taliban, you know. They will say, oh, Christian Prince is making God like an idolist, like he make him a physical, you know. But I will give it to you so you can understand better. When you look at the sun in the sky, what do you see? You see a star, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But do you feel the heat of the sun?
I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, whatever we get.
The sun can burn you, whatever first.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, we feel it.
All right. And do you see the light of the sun?
Yes.
Okay. But isn't it the sun light is the sun, and the light of the sun is the sun, and the heat of the sun is the sun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But the sun is there, the light is here, the heat is with me. How that can be? So if the sun can do that, and it is an object created by God, can God be the Father which is in heaven? The Son, which is the light of the Father, come to us, the Word of God, and the heat, which is the Holy Spirit, which is going to warm our life by belief.
I did see somebody make a good point. If somebody says that God is all powerful, then why can't he do anything that he wants to do, including, you know?
Well, here we go. We gave you a proof that the God who made the sun, if the sun can do that, which is created by his own, why he cannot be that? Why he cannot be there and here and with us in the same time? Why he cannot be exist with us in spirit, which means invisible? Why he cannot be with us visible? And why he cannot be in the other place in the same time? He can. So either we believe that God is almighty, and the second you can say he is almighty, it's meaning everything he can do, or then we should not accept him to be God. The God who cannot be what he is or he want to be, then he cannot be God. So when we question how God he can be this way, actually we are questioning that we are not believing in God, actually, because why you call him God then if he cannot be that? You know, the second I believe in the word God, I say there's God, and then I say, if I'm an atheist and then I say how that can be, then that make more sense because he's an atheist. He don't believe in God anyway. So it's a question. How
Look,
is,
at the end of the day, CP, I do know that there's a possibility of at least one person I know that watches you that could hear me on here. So that's the reason why I don't want to keep going right now. So I understand what you're saying, but I'm gonna have to end it here for tonight. All right?
okay? Well, I believe from my heart that you are getting closer to accept Christ, and I'm happy for you.
Right. But I know that there's at least one person that could potentially hear me, so I just
All
need
right.
to stop. Okay?
Okay. All
Thank you.
right, my friend.
All
Take
right.
care. Take
All
care.
right. Bye.
And actually, our friend Jihad here is the proof that Jesus is God. This guy was so angry from me. You know? But isn't it amazing? They oppose you, they get angry from you, but in their heart they notice that this is what he is saying is true. It's in front of us. For how long we can deny it? If I don't believe in the Messiah, then I cannot believe that you called me today and you changed. I can't believe that. Because this person is always opposing me. Last time I hung up on him, he was very, I don't know what he said, I forgot. But look what happened. The denial did not change. It looked like the denial was an appearance, but in his heart he was listening. And that's what make me again believe that the Messiah is the one who showed you the truth, not me.
In this conversation, the caller challenges Christianity, questioning miracles, the resurrection, and historical claims. Notice how we focus on facts and logic, not just opinions. Jesus performed miracles no one else could. He healed the sick, gave sight to the blind, and conquered death through resurrection. These are not just stories, they are historical events confirmed by multiple witnesses. The Bible reminds us in Matthew 19 verse 26, "With man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible." This verse shows that Jesus' power comes from God alone. When someone questions, our goal is not to attack, but to point others to Jesus' authority, love, and truth. Think about the transformation Jesus brings. Those who believe in him experience love, peace, and a new life. Even those who oppose him can feel the truth in their hearts. His miracles are not only proof of his divinity, they are a call for all to come closer to God. Lord Jesus, open the eyes of those who are seeking. Reveal your truth to every heart, especially those who are questioning. Give us courage to share your love with gentleness and respect. Amen. If this message spoke to you, take a moment to explore who Jesus really is. Share this video with someone seeking answers. And don't forget to subscribe for more live debates and insights from God's Word. Thank you for watching. Remember, the truth of Jesus is powerful, loving, and life-changing. See you in the next live debate.